Hello designers, this video is going to be about drawing a Minaudière with a beautiful leather texture and a bejeweled button. So I will find this template in the collage section of bags and hide both views, leaving only the front view. I will decrease its opacity and use the first layer to start drawing it. So I will use a pen and I will find color to the similar to the one that I will use. So I will take this blue color and I will help I will also use straight lines to help draw this shape. So this is an outline, and I think I want to duplicate this layer and then I will take scissors, cut and resize this shape to basically show the structure of the bag, because I want it to be to describe its volume. I wanted to have this flat side and then this side will go on a slope. So this would be my guide, and I will apply it and I will add a couple of straight lines. Actually, I don't need them. Okay. And now I can add one more layer to start filling in with color. So I will come back to this middle value. So I will fill it in with color. First I'll swatch the color that I want. This is dusty blue. And then I will color pick and fill in this color. And now I can start adding the texture to this color. Actually, no, first I will have to add volume to this shape. And I will do it on a separate layer. I'll put it here in the middle. And I will be using probably watercolor brush. So I need to find a dark color and bigger size of the brush. So if the light will fall from this corner, then this side of the bag will be in the shadow. And this entire shape will also be in the shadow. But it's like a mid shadow. And I will add light part here and stretch it towards the sides a bit. So I'm going to erase everything else outside of the outline. Okay, and now I will start adding the texture. I'll add one more layer on top. And I will find a texture of and I will find a texture of interlaced leather. This will fit my idea, so I'll select this pattern, and the color which I will take is going to be on the dark side. Okay, this is not dark enough. This may be a little bit too dark. Okay, I opted for a slightly different color. I think it adds an interesting depth, and I took the lighter color to add texture to this part of the light. I took a darker color to fill in the middle section. United them in the middle, and then the darkest I will take for the shadow. Something like this, and I'll just erase everything else. I want to soften this edge. Yeah. And now I have to lift off some of the parts, because if it's interlaced, then some are up, some are down. So I don't need to do it all around the bag. It's going to be very difficult, but I will do it on some of these parts, and I will use marker of the smallest size, and I will start with adding some very light color and lift off some of these parts. And finally, I'll work on the shadow part. So I felt I needed to enhance this pattern, but the work that I've done still remains. And I will use a pencil to add some small details like highlights with this light color. So I'm highlighting the middle part of this one segment to show that it goes up and down and up. Down and up and down, and dives under the next one. So the middle part is going to be like raised. So I'm working also on this edge to soften it, because it will not be very strong, and just a few parts in the shadow. And the last thing I will do is increase shadows in some of these parts that are between the light and dark on the transition. So I spent quite a while working on this texture, and I think it's enough. I don't want to overload it, and I can start working on the button. So now I will add this button, and I will use straight lines with pen to draw the golden rims. Oh, okay, I'm drawing on the layer that's hidden, so I need to add one more layer. And I will add some highlights using these lines and between the diamonds. Actually, first I will draw the diamonds, so I will use white color, and I will use this dotted line. Can do bigger size. And then I will switch to a lighter color and a straight line to add prongs between the stones. And then I will take gray color with a pencil and draw little shadows. And I will draw the big stone now. I will add one more layer and take it under here. So I'm just trying to add some lights, shadows, and highlights to the stone. Okay, and I will add a few touches to the button. And there are small parts here that I forgot to draw. So I'll finish them now. And I will draw a shadow under the bag, creating one layer at the bottom. So I will pick a color that is similar to the bag color and use a marker. So now I'm adding one more layer because I want to add these parts, the elements to the front, and I'm choosing a color for these golden parts, and I'm opting for a line. Actually, I need to make some circles, so I'll take this dotted line and I will apply one line of them. I need a bigger size. So I'm just pretty much eyeballing it to see exactly where they should be. So I'm using a scissors tool to add one more element, and I like this arrangement right now. So I think to copy this line to create multiple lines, but actually if I finish them completely, I may be able to copy the entire life already finished. So I'll zoom in and add some highlights and add some shadows using the same range of colors, just lighter and darker. To switch back to the freehand. So I'm adding highlights, and I will reduce size to be more precise and add some lighter spots. I'm still missing shadows, so I'm going to do 2 steps of shadows, starting with a lighter color. Now I'm going to take the darkest shade and reduce the size of the brush and add some more shadows. And actually adding one dot, it will bring it more to life and make it more shiny. And actually the thing is that they look pasted on because the shadow is missing underneath these elements. So I'm thinking how to add them. I think I will stay on the same layer and I will use a pen to add these shadows. So I'm trying to use a pen, but I think it looks rather artificial. It doesn't look like a shadow. So I will have to find a way, perhaps of switching the tool to the pencil and rather just adding a softer line, considering that the light is falling from the left upper corner. The shadow will be diagonal opposite direction from that. And now I can take scissors and copy this line and create an array of three same lines. So I'm just trying to see what distance is going to work for me and do it once again. And I noticed that I forgot shadow on the very last part, so I'm going to finish it now. So this is it. This is the finished illustration. I hope you liked it. Please subscribe to this channel.